Yo. Daiku and Shade. Um, did it not update my live stream thing? I don't think it did. Hold on. Yeah. I already drew Holy Peak Ball knowledge from Rui. I already drew Conquest. So for some reason, YouTube doesn't save my titles until I go live. I think it just decides that it's not going to change it. So today, first of all, I'll show you Conquest. I did that with Jackson live yesterday. But today we're drawing Dark Souls bosses. We're doing this. Alright, well, I'll show you Conquest then. There he is. The background. Yeah. So we did that all in one sitting yesterday, me and Jackson. Jackson drew Thrag and I drew Conquest. And I'm not gonna lie, I think this is up there with one of my favorite mashups that we've done. I really wanted to give him like a menacing look. I think I did alright. I like the gauntlet. It's super shiny. But yeah, this was done yesterday, so we're not doing this. We are doing Dark Souls. And actually, I wouldn't mind putting the Dark Souls soundtrack on. It's 5 hours. No, we'll do the Dark Souls 1 soundtrack. Herosaurus! Insult. That's the new inside joke. Yeah. Today it's just gonna be chill. We're gonna be drawing. We're gonna be talking. I'm thinking tomorrow I kind of want to stream Crimson Desert because I was gonna get it anyways. So I was thinking of doing a first playthrough stream, but I'm not sure yet. Would you guys be interested in watching that? Do you even know what Crimson Desert is? Is the main question. I know, right? Like, once the character's done, I've got, like, placeholders for what I... So, hopefully, it'll look like this. That's what I'm talking about, Crimson Desert tomorrow. Hopefully, it will look more cohesive than this, but these are the bosses I'm trying to fit on this print. It's pretty much everyone I beat, except for the fire version of this guy, because I couldn't be bothered doing him again. This guy was actually, like, I recorded the time lapse. Bit of a pain in the ass to draw, to be honest. And I'm sure Gaping Dragon isn't going to be any different. Let's turn the volume down on this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Tomorrow, we do a nice Crimson Desert gameplay stream, just because with no motive at all. We're not doing it for a specific video or anything. We're just gonna enjoy it. What are we doing here? I need to find a Taurus demon reference. It's so hard to actually find proper references to these characters just because the models are so dingy, you know? And some of these bosses you don't really, people mostly don't care about, you know? And I think Taurus Demon is one of them. It's like, it's cool, but who cares sort of thing, you know? Once we get into like Dark Souls 3, I think is when it's going to start getting pretty rowdy. Let's move this guy up here. Let's make OBS smaller. And let's get drawing. How is everyone doing? Oh, forgot to add chat onto this. I look insane on Twitch. How many of you were watching yesterday with me and Jackson racing to finish an Invincible piece? I'm doing great, honestly. Like, yes, I'm still on a high from yesterday because it was just so much fun just hanging out with you guys and drawing and having Jackson on too. I think that's like honestly becoming my favorite thing about doing YouTube is you guys, you know. I actually didn't expect it. I thought, you know, I'd stream, you know, just to talk to you guys and all that, but now it's like I'm waking up in the morning and I'm like, what should I stream today? I like when streams are pretty like chill, like the drawing ones, you know, where you guys don't necessarily have to like chat, but like you've got it on in the background, you chime in when you want. Everyone's having a relaxed time. I don't need to, you know, 'cause sometimes with like streamers they like have to rely on people talking, but because I'm drawing, I have to also focus on drawing. It's just overall a good time and there's like no pressure. But yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow, Crimson Desert. Because like, I love video games, love them. But I don't normally get a chance, or not that I don't get a chance, it's more like I have a hard time allocating time to play video games just because my brain is always like in work mode. But having a stream counts as work in my brain. So then I'm allowed to play video games in my head. Isn't that fucked up? Like I had never played Dark Souls, always wanted to. So then I came up with this idea of making a video around it. And I think playing Dark Souls on stream is like one of the most unforgettable experiences I've ever had playing a video game. Having you guys like jump on and chime in and stuff was just like awesome. I've been hyper fixating on Magic the Gathering and like drawing, so I made a custom card of Absolute Catwoman. Yeah, do you have me on Instagram? Red Unit Inc. on Instagram is probably the best thing, but I can link a Discord. I do have a Discord channel that I'd love to get going, but it's just keeping up with it is just intense. But I'll send a invite. Did I put that in the wrong? Yeah, I did. I put it on Twitch. There we go. Are you going to get them printed? Turn the volume down on this. My God. There you are, Daiku. Hello. Welcome to the emptiest server you've ever seen. Eventually, I'd love to like build this up as like a community hub where you guys can just talk to each other and talk to me and all that. So but Promote Your Art is the best channel for you to just show stuff. Let me know when it's up there and I'll show it on stream. I think I just saw something pop up. Oh, Brian. Hello, Brian. Let me know if something's broken in the Discord too, so I can fix it. There it is. Are you okay with me putting it on screen, Daiku? No, I know, not in a weird way, obviously. But I think, you know, following anatomy is or like fundamentals at least. Let's try and fit this somewhere here. Will this work? Copy image, paste. Okay, I've got to save. There it is. Yeah, I think you didn't pick an easy pose, I'm gonna be honest. But it is Catwoman, so you're allowed to be, you know, voluptuous with it. You know? Be careful with shadows in these areas too. Yeah, it's not easy what you've done. Normally with these shadows, I'd shadow something like this, maybe. No, it's tough, man. Gotta remember the rib cage is right underneath, and then the abs are here. What I would have done is... Yeah, this is not an easy pose. Especially if you're, like, hunching him. Don't forget, because this shoulder's in front. Oh. Yeah. That's tough. That's a tough one, man. I need to get some water, so I will be 2 seconds. Alright, I'm back. I am back. Let's get back to Taurus thing. That's cool, man. I like that card. You know what? Doing something like that is awesome because you really do challenge yourself. Brian, you're doing animation? That's insane. Beholder. Can I show some of this on stream? Fuck, this is pretty good, man. But yeah, Daiku, the best thing you can do is just always, like, exactly what you're doing now. Whether something is hard or not, just go to town and try your best. Ah! Herosaurus. Okay, you're Brian. I won't be able to show the animation because it won't go on Photoshop. But these are awesome. These are very cool. Is this for an animation? Or is it for a comic book that you happen to be doing an animation for? Oh, I like the third eye thing that he covers up with a bandana. That's bandage. That's cool. I think this one's my favorite character design though. This has so much character that you can tell certain things about the design itself, you know. What I would do is I can see you've got stitching on the back here. I would change the hue slightly on each piece. If you're going for the different sort of fabric patched together, or he's just patched his own. Oh, well, no, wait. I just realized what that is. That's his back legs. Never mind. I thought it was stitches. That's my bad. Side portraits are so difficult to do because realistically his head would be like here, and then these go like this, you know? Your spine always does like this curve thing. You got the arm in the right spot. And then you got your rib cage and stuff. I would fix, unless you're going for his posture being like that, but I feel like it's a pretty easy fix. Just move his head back a bit and then show a bit more of his back in this. You won't need to show it here, but... And you've got the front pretty good. I'd probably push his chest out just a little more. You know? Oh, I'm drawing on the layer! Nah, man, this is awesome. I'm just helping point out a few things, but like I love these designs. These are very, very cool designs. And I like the color scheme on them too. You've gone for the green, blue, and red scheme, and I think that's always very good to distinguish characters. I think also this costume might be my favorite. This character design down here with the arm missing and stuff, that's like, I love the character. Look at that. But the costume design of this, top notch. And the silhouettes, if you've watched a lot of my videos, you know how much I froth about silhouettes, and you've nailed that. You've nailed that completely. So, well done. Keep it up. Seems like a lovely character. I see him kind of like I'm a big One Piece guy, so like the Zoro character. He's like stoic. Like shit goes wrong and he's like, yeah, whatever, let's sort it out, sort of thing, you know? I love Zoro. I just finished a print recently for my conventions for Zoro. I've done 3 already, but this one's definitely like one of my favorites. I'll bring it up. It's in 2 parts because it's a foil print, but here's the first part of it. If I did it like that, that's ridiculous. Here's the first part of it. Doesn't look like much, right? But then you put the foil bit over it, and then the goal is what the goal is. That I already did this, so I've been selling it already at conventions, but it's green foil. Ta-da! That's my latest Zoro print. I go a bit nuts with the lighting on these things, but I just want to have fun with it, you know. Doesn't look like much, shows absolute. Thank you, Daiki. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love having fun with like a lot of my anime prints. I think, you know, I'm a big anime fan. Although on my Instagram, like I show mainly like the Marvel Rivals stuff, but I think I grew up with a lot of anime influences in my life. So it's like embedded in me. Thank you, thank you. I mean, it's all just practice, you know? That's like my main thing when I tell everyone. I don't want anyone, because I used to be like that where, not like, I'm not saying that you're like this, but I used to not be resentful, but like I'd never be able to see myself doing things like that. For some reason, I couldn't, like, I guess it's a self-esteem thing, but like, I never thought I'd be able to render the way I'm doing it now. You should see this one. My old Zora piece from last year. Where is it? Portfolio. There he is. And I've put him in the wrong. So it's purple foil. I might have one. No. All the prints are in my car. Darkside Brick Zerkers, what's going on, man? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm just going to be drawing Dark Souls bosses. So, thank you, hero. It's getting there. It's getting there. Like I've got. I'll show you my favorite. So, I've got a few of these that are like my favorite ones that I've drawn. And who was it? Final Fantasy. Jackie, fuck off with Final Fantasy 13. I'm not playing that on stream. It'll kill me. These ones are my favorite One Piece posters, along with the Zora. But Law is my favorite character. Fisheye. That would be fun. That is also a brain-breaking perspective to draw in. Yeah, I've got Buggy, Sabo, Cyberlink. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. I also do JJK prints. Oh, who was it that loves who loves Conquest? Shade. I don't know if Shade's still here, but I have an old Conquest print that I had a lot of fun doing. You can sort of see the similarities in the last. Cyberlink 2, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate you. That's awesome. What else do I have? Oh, I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. As you'll be able to see in the future. These are some of the prints that I did for Dragon Ball Z. I'll explain it, because it might look hectic, but the gold that you see on his hair and stuff is actually gold foil on the print. So it's really shiny, and it's so much fun. And fun fact, with these prints, I actually figured out how to manipulate the artwork so that it looks like it was printed in the 90s and early 2000s. So the way that they used to print, I don't know if they still do it now, but it was RGB, right? And the printer would like shift slightly, so you'd get like chromatic abrasion. Same, man. Same. I used to pause Dragon Ball Z and draw what was on screen. It's crazy. But what I did here was I finished the artwork, and I'm gonna have to show it on stream at some point. But I manipulated it so that I duplicated it 3 times, and I made one red was it red, blue, and green? Yeah, red, blue, and green. And I shifted them slightly. So if you see here, you see a lot of like blues and reds moving a little bit. The green doesn't come out too much because also it mainly turns into yellow, but you can see like the way that it just looks like it's from the 90s. And I know, right? We're all in our 30s. And this is like, actually, if you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans, let me show you this. What I have here, I've got a certificate of authenticity. What I have here is that I've got an original cell, animation cell from Dragon Ball Z. One of my favorite characters, Boo. This is like actually like painted on a cell. Eventually I do want to get it framed, but it's like one of my favorite collection pieces. It's crazy owning something that you watched as a kid. Let's see, Daiku off topic. Oh, red under the eye. Nah, nothing happened. It's a birthmark. That's actually the reason why I called myself Red Unit Inc. And then you see, probably not on YouTube, but my logo is a red streak going down, which is supposed to resemble my birthmark. But yeah, let's get back to drawing, because like, I gotta stop showing off my prints. Oh, sorry, before we go, how cool is this Frieza? Thank you, Daiku, I appreciate it. Nah, it doesn't hit a sore spot. Anyone can ask. I never feel annoyed about it. My next one for the Dragon Ball. No, I need to get the drawing done. I can't keep showing it off. I need to get this done. I've got 23 bosses I need to draw. But my next one is Broly. I want to do the old school Broly, not the new one. I like the new one with like the green, but old school Broly with like the pure white eyes and just like the bulk on him was just nuts. So I want to do that, and then obviously Boo. The Boo one's going to be tough because I'm not sure how I'm going to do the foil for that, but I like to be creative and ballsy with it. Like the Cell one. Did I delete it? The Cell one, everything that you see here that's green, this part here, it's all green foil. So, I wish I had... Oh, I might. Hold on. Oh. I died. Alright, well, I've got a messed up Goku one, but you can sort of get the idea. The printer accidentally printed Vegeta's foil on Goku, which is real weird. But that's the foil. Actually, let me go full screen. That's the foil, so like, real fun. And I've actually got one of the Zoro one. The Zoro print. So all the wanted posters that you saw have like some type of foil. Cooler's actually like a Cooler's an underrated character in my opinion. I used to have a Cooler toy before he became Metal Cooler, like just the pointy like thing. I fuck with Cooler. Cooler's cool. Pun intended. That's the thing with the prints. I really want to try, like, a lot of people sell prints at these conventions, and it's awesome. But like, the people buying, I find it strange sometimes when it's just like a normal print. Because everyone else has like prints. Like, I'm literally there competing with other people doing prints, and to be honest, like, this artist's way better than me at these shows. So I was like, how can I, offer something that I feel is justifiable when people, buy a print? And I came up with the foils. And I think I started a trend with it, to be honest. But yeah, it's like, they're way more expensive to print than a normal print, but it's totally worth it. Like, the profit margins on a normal print is like way better than a foil print, because like a normal print in Australia would probably cost like 50 to 80 cents to print here in Australia, whereas a foil costs about between like $5 to $10. I can't decide, so I'm gonna ask you: should I draw a card for All for One? I love My Hero. I love My Hero, so I'm gonna say All for One. If you wanna challenge for All for One, I don't know if you've seen like the latest seasons, but like his like final form in the last season. Haha, thanks, Taiko. I appreciate it. I straight up cried with My Hero. That shit got me so hyped that like I felt like fighting someone. I haven't been that hyped since Dragon Ball Z. Like My Hero, like, somehow gets me way more fired up than One Piece. I love One Piece, but My Hero does something to me, man. Yeah, it's very expensive. Now imagine when you've got like 100 of them. Yeah, a double faced, yeah. See, the thing, I haven't had a chance to get fully into Demon Slayer. I know I'm gonna love it, but at the time it was like competing with Jujutsu Kaisen, which is my favorite anime at the moment. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I've got some prints for those too. Yeah, I eventually want to get to Demon Slayer, hopefully before it ends. I know it's ending pretty soon, so I want to get to that. And I'm always catching up on One Piece, so I've just got there's just too much anime to watch. I want to watch Frieren too. I don't even know much about it. I'm currently watching Gachakuda. I like character deaths. I mean, season 2 of JJK probably had the most. Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Nothing hurts more than buying or getting like 30 of a print made and then realizing that no one wants it. You know. It's the nature of the game. Like, I don't necessarily get upset, but it does hurt the wallet. It hurts the wallet big time. That's why, like, the way I look at prints is, I try to look at it outside of my skill, if that makes sense. Like, my skill doesn't really matter when it comes to, like, prints. I mean, it does in executing the print, but when I look at it, I have to look at it, like, objectively. I have to be like, okay, what sort of... I can't look at it as, I really drew this hand well, you know? I have to look at it as, is this cool to put up on a wall? Is this fun to look at? Like, those are the things that I really try to have a look at when I do prints. Dude, I'm not even close. I'm in Wano, the start of Wano. I haven't been up to date at all. Luffy just got rocked by drunk Kaido. And I think he's in a prison. I can't remember. I think he is. I think the last thing I saw was, or read, because I read it, because I'm not insane, was he's in prison. Like that mining place, I think. GG. GG indeedy. I'll get there, don't worry. I've got a lot of flights this year. That's normally when I catch up on One Piece, is when I'm traveling for these shows. I knew these horns would do my head in a little bit. There's a lot of texture on these things. I regret going for both forms of OFA because the first one is so intimidating. The helmet one? Or the final form? Ah, you're fine. Consider it a challenge. Everything that you do wrong is a learning point, and everything that you do right is a learned point. If that makes sense. I feel like sometimes I say shit and it makes sense in my head. And then people are like, what? Oh, you got this. You got this, Daiku. I believe in you. You know what? It's getting your brain warmed up for school. Think of it like that. This is your warm up. Then you're going to be on point when you're at school because you've just fired every neuron in your brain trying to figure out this all for One Piece. I think this part is just going to be dark. Yeah, nice. That's cool. Looking better. This part here might need to be. It's better. I do watch. I watch Jazza. I watch a bunch of like tutorial channels, like Artwad. I watch about a bit of Sam Does Art. I used to be really into Ross Jaws back in the day. I love that sort of thing. I think the direction I want to go with my channel is I like challenges. So I think the direction that the channel is naturally going towards is challenge videos like this one. So beating all the Dark Souls bosses, and now I have to draw every boss I beat, you know? It's one of those things that I can do something really cool and, you know, make content out of. And it's also really fun. It's something that like a lot of people wouldn't be bothered doing because it's actually insane to do this. So I don't know. I feel like I'm trying something new that people haven't really done too much with YouTube. I think that's the goal. I want to add a bit of freshness to YouTube, you know, especially to art YouTube, because a lot of them tend to go towards, you know, how to make money being an artist. I tried that and it just didn't feel right. How to do this, how to draw, let's do this, let's do that, you know. Sam Does Art started roasting, you know, TikToks and stuff, like art TikToks, and I think that helped him a lot with growth, because that was different. It was, but then that also turned his channel into a into like a more of a like a commentary channel, which if that's what he wanted to do, then fair enough. Like, it doesn't, I think any artist, I think that's the beauty with art, is like you don't really have to have like a concrete way to do things. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to do things for the algorithm, but then I also understand that things need to be done for the algorithm. If you feel me. You know? It's like, I can't escape the algorithm, but I can sort of try new things while also doing things for the algorithm. Like, I love doing the Marvel Rivals stuff, and we mainly did that at the start as like a challenge. Like, how do you draw in this style? And then it just blew up. It became a lot bigger than I even anticipated, you know, because I was the one that hit Jackson up being like, hey, do you want to join me? I was going to do the video regardless, and then I asked Jackson if he wanted to join, and he was like, yeah, and it just ended up becoming this thing that made it bigger than like my channel and Jackson's channel. Our channels were so small. We had no business making like 20k view videos, you know, on this sort of stuff. But yeah, it ended up working out. So I want to do more things that are fun. You know, I like incorporating separate things to art and then having it tie in. Like, this Dark Souls video is going to be a first time playthrough video, so people can watch me playing Dark Souls for the first time. But then also it becomes an art video by proxy, you know, because I've decided to do a challenge attached to the video, to the first playthrough, you know. So now it's become, it'll get people. I think my hope is that it'll get people back to drawing and having fun with drawing as a hobby. You know what I mean? I think there's too many YouTube channels that really focus on making money off of art and how to make money off of art, that it's like, it's losing the creativity, the whole fun of drawing, you know? I mean, it's a great thing to be able to make money off of what you're doing, don't get me wrong. But I think you also have to love what you're doing. So like challenges like these are like, you know, I kind of want to test myself, and I want you guys to enjoy seeing me get put through a gauntlet of like, now I have to draw 20 characters. I like that you both collaborated but took it seriously. A lot of see. Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, we want to create something cool. That's it. That's why I'm doing this art piece with all the Dark Souls bosses, because it's going to look cool to have all the bosses, you know, put all together on one piece, you know? Yes, Daiku, yes. Keep going. Power through. Like, at the end, like, if this wasn't fun or cool to look at, I wouldn't be doing it, you know? If I didn't enjoy this challenge, I wouldn't do it. There is a challenge recently that I thought I would, a video that I thought I would enjoy, but ended up actually, like, like really, really driving me crazy, and it was the tournament one. When I say never again, I mean never again. That challenge took so much out of me. But yeah, that's the goal that I want with YouTube. Whether it will succeed or not, I'll be doing art anyways, so why not give it a shot, you know? A lot of people, I think the state of YouTube right now is tricky because there's money to be made in YouTube. You know, everyone wants to be like a Mr. Beast or like a Logan Paul or whoever. Same with streaming. Everyone wants to do this and that, and I just want to bring joy back. I think that is a goal of mine, to just have videos be fun. Not that the fun is gone, but like I think that's like my focus. Do this guy's face last. That's the focal point. People like Jazza, I love Jazza because he did that. You know, he made it fun, but I feel like he also is a bit stuck now, because when YouTube becomes your full-time thing, you kind of have to cater towards the algorithm. Like, I'm in a lucky position now that I can just experiment with things, have it fail, and not stress about putting food on the table, because I've got different sources of income. You know, YouTube isn't my full-time gig. Will it become my full-time gig? I don't know. That's not, you know, I don't like to think about that sort of stuff. I like to focus on now. I don't think it would ever become my full-time gig, just doing YouTube videos. I just love creating so much, so I'd be doing other things on the side, like comic books, or I do have a comic book that I eventually want to do and work on. I just feel like I need to get better. Grumps! The man, the MVP of this entire Dark Souls run. The man from the beginning. I mean, there were others that helped a lot, and I appreciate you guys. But Grumps was like OG. He showed me how to get the katana. That was a game changer. Nah. I'm working on Taurus Demon today. And like talking to people. There will be a point though where I will have to go and work on this off stream, just so I can like really lock in, because I've got a lot of characters to draw. And I'm not even up to the hard ones yet. Ornstein and Smaug. One of the hardest bosses, also going to be a nightmare to draw. I'm hoping to do that one on stream though. But like Gaping Dragon. God. These front ones I feel like have to be on point. Just because they're like front and center. You know? And then there's going to be a few other ones that I can like fudge. Like the gargoyles, like I only need to draw one and then flip it, you know. I can hide a lot of the dragon, the gaping dragon. I can hide a lot of it, which is good. And Quelaag. Fucking Quelaag. Hate Quelaag. Anything with extra limbs can get fucked. What's AO? What happened? Did I say something? I did beat Gwendolyn at the end of the second last stream. I think it was Aaron that took me there. Honestly, I didn't want to fight Gwendolyn. Oh wait, is Gwendolyn on the poster? Yeah, Gwendolyn's here, right next to Ornstein. No, can get fucked. It sounds even worse. Yeah, Gwendolyn. I think I only missed 2 bosses, which is annoying because I didn't want to do all of them. I didn't want to do all of them, but I had to. I shouldn't have done the butterfly. The butterfly is going to be the smallest character on this poster. It's the biggest, like, nothing boss I ever fought. Like, ones that I couldn't avoid, which are also nothing bosses, like Pinwheel. It's annoying that I have to draw them, but they're not too hard to draw, which is good. It's just finding the space on this print. This guy's okay. He's not taking too long. It's been an hour. I think I'll get him done in like another hour. I'm cheesing a lot of this, Daiku. It's not a professional piece. I'll make it look good, but yeah. Big cheese city here, you know. I'm not, it's just practice. It's just practice, I promise. And then once this is done and the YouTube video is out, which is going to take a lot of editing, we'll move on to Dark Souls 2. Maybe. Either that, or I don't think I should go straight to Dark Souls 3. I feel like that's... like, I have to do 2 if I'm going to go to 3. But we could do... like, Bloodborne or something. Sekiro. Since the anime is coming out, that looks sick. I wouldn't mind doing a Sekiro playthrough. They've got some really cool bosses. But I think we'll lock in Crimson Desert tomorrow. I'll try and get it downloaded today. If I can't get it downloaded for tomorrow, or like it comes out, you know, too late, then we'll just continue with this. But I'm dedicated. I want to play Crimson Desert so bad, man. And there's some new Souls-like games that I saw releasing, so I'm keen to play them too. shoulder. Is everyone just peaced out? Can't leave without saying bye. That's the rule. If you leave without saying bye, I get upset. I'm joking, by the way. You can leave without saying bye. Hello, Dante. What's good? How are you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Slowly getting through this Dark Souls giant print that I'm doing. I think it's coming together pretty well. It's getting there. Just got to work on his skull, fix some of the lines, and then quickly color him, which shouldn't take too long. This guy is just brown and bone. And then we'll move on to Capra. I think Capra's going to be pretty quick just because it's just torso, you know? All right, that's pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with how all of this is looking. Jake, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Oh, music ended. Let's put on From Software Best Soundtracks. Let's go. 3 hours. I won't be streaming for 3 hours. Once this guy's done, we might start on Capra, depending on how I'm feeling. Then the gargoyles I'll have to do like tomorrow night or something. Haha, Daiku. I can't be on forever, man. I've got things I need to do. Business to attend to and all that, you know? I've also got to work on some prints for the next show. I'm doing some giant-sized Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Someone asked me or commissioned me a few months ago to do a Blue Eyes foil life-size card, like of Blue Eyes like popping out of the frame and everything, and it was so much fun, and I ended up turning it into a print. Normally when it's like a commission that someone asks me to do that I ultimately end up turning it into a print, I give them a discount. And it actually, like, people loved it, so I'm working on a Dark Magician print currently. I want to do that. I want to do Exodia, maybe. Oh, almost done. Just the skull and this top bit here. I'll do that. Actually, I'll do that right now. I hate horns. I hate them. Put it on the Discord. Let it load. Hasn't popped up yet. It's not there yet. Just give it a bit of time. Doesn't look like it's sent. Try again. I sent it to the wrong server. Alright, let's see. There it is. Nice. Man, that was quick, Daiku. Now you gotta do the other side. I love that headpiece that All For One has. This time it's in the right, so it is. Good work. That was quick. You're saying that I'm quick. Oh, this thing. Look, the fact that you did that without good references is a good thing. I'm currently working with a crappy reference for this guy on my other monitor. To be honest, I don't think there is a good reference for this guy. Hello, Tarzan. What's going on? I am currently working on a gigantic Dark Souls piece because I finished the playthrough recently. And I told everyone that I would draw every boss that I beat on one print. That was the challenge. And I beat too many bosses. Thank you very much, Tarzan. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're working on Taurus Demon at the moment, and I'm contemplating whether to end stream or not when I'm done, because this is tiring. But tomorrow, we're playing Crimson Desert on here. We're gonna try the new Crimson Desert game. Hopefully, if it can download on time. Manus. I kept calling him Manu. I don't know why I gave him a French twang, but in the playthrough, this is turning into a YouTube video, so eventually you'd be able, once I edit everything, you'll be able to see me face every boss. But Manus from the DLC was the hardest, followed by Nito. Nito sucked. Getting to Nito sucked. Yeah. I think those are the main ones that I had trouble with. Capra Demon was annoying, but that didn't take too long. My favorite boss, I always heard Manu with a New Zealand twang. That's what I thought. I don't like Manus. I prefer Manu. You know, it sounds more like ancient. My favorite boss, Artorias was the most. Artorias was good. I liked Artorias a lot. He's the one I'm most excited to draw. Actually, let's bring him up. Let's have a look. I've got placeholders for them here. Bell Gargoyles were okay. Gaping Dragon wasn't too bad. Quelaag, I don't actually remember Quelaag too much. It's actually between Artorias and Ornstein and Smaug. I thought that one was really cool. Sif is... No! Sif is sad. I actually did a bit of, like, deep dive on the story of Dark Souls. You were right, Grumps. Lighting the fire link was not a good idea, but the show must go on, so I had to. But I only found out the story about, like, Sif and Artorias. Like, I have a dog. I have my own Sif. And knowing that he's waiting for, like, Artorias to come back, and Artorias isn't coming back because he's being corrupted by Manus, is sad. That's the saddest, most betrayal story of the thing. And then I gotta kill Sif, which is even sadder. Don't do this to me, Grumps. Don't do this to me. I'm already sad enough as it is that I had to kill him. He was pretty easy, though. Sif was pretty easy. I actually kind of liked the Asylum Demon. Is that weird? I think it was like the perfect first boss you can face. Because I remember playing Demon Souls back in the day, and it's like you had to die to the first boss. And I understand the idea behind that. It's like, you know, preparing to, like, it helps you realize that part of the game's mechanic is to die. You don't just start from a checkpoint. You have to go back and do things. Like the whole game is involved still when you die. So I understand it, but like having Asylum Demon and being able to beat the first boss that you encounter is really cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna say Artorias, very quickly followed by Ornstein and Smaug. Those are my picks. You can beat the first... Back then I didn't know that. Back then I was terrible at Souls games. But now I am the best. I feel I've got a Sif myself. We call ours Boy because he's a girl and he's a big... Do you want to meet mine? Let me call him over. His name is Jester. Be polite. Jester. Oh, no. He's outside. He's outside chilling out. You'll meet him later. Later. Let me finish. The reward for finishing Taurus Demon is you guys get to see Jester. Or meet Jester. Grumps is gonna get so annoyed at that. This thing's on a delay. You'll meet him soon. My own Sif. My own Sif is actually a maniac, and he's got the hardest head in the world. And his moveset would be to just headbutt you. He's an English Staffy, possibly cross Boston Terrier. We adopted him, so we don't fully know what his entire breed is, or what his mixes are. But do you ever, really? Even when you get it from a breeder? You know? You have no idea what you're gonna get sometimes. I had a Beagalier once. Two of them. One of them was way more like King Charles Cavalier than Beagle. And the other one was just a goat. he just jumped on everything. I swear he was like part goat. What? You can save Sif? Well, to be fair, I didn't know any backstory with Sif until after the game, so during the playthrough I was like, let's kill it. Dog with sword, death. Didn't realize that Sif is actually holding Artorias' sword. Like Sif is minding Artorias' sword, which is really cool. Adopt, don't shop. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we adopted ours. He was a maniac when we first got him. He's a lot better now. We got him training, we got him comfortable. It's the best decision we ever made, adopting. It's hard to adopt puppies though. We didn't get him as a puppy. We got him as like a 2-year-old. But I think the next one, because he's very dog reactive, we're probably gonna have to get a puppy. Ideally adopt, but that can be hard. Here in Australia, at least. The good reason is why they're so easy, they're so hard to get, is because they get adopted incredibly quickly. So it's not a bad thing that there's no puppies up for adoption. But I really want a boxer. That was the first dog I had, was a boxer. I love him. Yeah, her soul can give you 2 variants of the sword, and the Artorias soul can give you another variant. Ah. Nah, no concept of fear at all. Yeah. Oh, that's wild. 40 kilo dog. There we go, Grumps. You're going to have another playthrough now. You got to save Sif. You got to play it again. At this point, Grumps is just trying to find a way to play the game again. Let's be real. So if you fight Artorias before fighting Sif, that's how you save Sif, and Sif just doesn't fight you. Oh, you still fight her, but she doesn't. Does she die? You find her somewhere before Manu, she's injured, and you interact with her. What? That's actually really cool. I was so ready to finish the game at that point, though. I was like, I gotta get started on this print. If I didn't have this print, I would have, like, explored more. Oh my god, I think Taurus Demon is done. Let's get to coloring. I think the way we're gonna tackle this might... I normally use... At this time she's super young and still... and is the size of a normal... I'm gonna assume dog. The betrayal. But you find Sif in like a different state. So what? Like going into the DLC is like going back in time? Is that the idea? This all started because Tarzan asked me what my favorite boss was. And it wasn't even Sif. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. That it was like traveling back in time. That's really cool. I'm interested to see if they reuse areas and levels in Dark Souls 2 and 3. Dark Souls 2 has a very standalone setting. For better and for worse. All right, so Dark Souls 3, you come back to, as in like you see Anor Londo and stuff in Dark Souls 3, or is it like way far ahead? Like, what's the time gap between Dark Souls 1 and 3? I wouldn't know. Dark Souls 2 is a shit game for shit people. Hey, careful, man. The fans, Dark Souls 2 fans, I've heard, are very defensive over that game. I think I might still do it. I don't know. You guys are telling me that it's a bad game, but for some reason, I feel like it's a rite of passage. Like, I feel like I have to experience it as a shit game, even if it is. That is terrifying. I feel like every time... Oh, so Dark Souls 3 does have, like... That's good. I mean, you gotta hit the nostalgia bait, right? Oh. Remember in all those moments in Dark Souls 1 where you were desperate for a bonfire and then suddenly you find a shortcut back to the fire link? Well, that's over now. That's a cool feeling, I'm not gonna lie. That sucks that they removed it, but I think I understand why they removed it. Like, you really do limit yourself on level design when you have to make everything connect. I mean, it's awesome, but I feel like something like Dark Souls, for them to like go beyond and do something crazier, they'd have to remove that concept. I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass, but I'm sure I'll experience it at some point. The concept for Dark Souls 3 is that the cycle of Dark Souls 1 has left the flame dying as all the undead that have made it let the flame die. Okay. So the flame is warping time even more than Dark Souls 1 to make the Ashen One save it. Ah, okay. And that's the game where you beat the cycle, so I'm sure you don't reignite it. play with some flourishes. And then we'll get to lighting. It's like the foil of Dark Souls 1. In 1, you are chosen to save. In 3, you are chosen to save the flame. Ah! Wait, so you can't just extinguish the flame, or you can't... Actually, don't spoil it, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'll experience it. I just realized what I was doing. Spoiling it for myself. Everyone links the flame on their first playthrough. I don't think you are really supposed to understand the underlying story on... Yeah, true. I don't think you're supposed to understand the underlying story ever. From what I've been told. It's like it's purposefully difficult to understand. Because the, what's his name, Miyazaki was like, I had a fun time not understanding a movie once, and I'm going to do that again. What did Kath say? I don't think I even met Kath, did I? I know about Kath now that I did a bit of a deep dive on the lore. I don't remember meeting Kath. And the last bit, where did my layers go? Wow. Ah, okay. This, honestly, I will definitely play Dark Souls 1 again. Like, it was enough gameplay time that I'm happy sinking more hours into it. You know, Elden Ring, I don't know if I'll... Oh, actually, I might even... I'm probably going to have to anyways for this series, play Elden Ring again. But yeah, it's such a good time. I had such a blast playing with you guys there. You two, actually. You two were the MVPs. T and Grumps. And Aaron. Aaron was around for a bit. Look at that. Taurus Demon is... Oh, wait. My little flare. I like doing this. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but it feels... It's really fun. Adds a bit of texture to the character. Not too much. There we go. Ah, and I forgot about his yellow eyes. There we go. First two bosses complete. Hey, this whole thing is gonna look pretty cool. Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin comes with all the DLC. However, it changed enemy and item placement. That's fine. I think that's the one I'm gonna do. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours! It took me 2 hours for Taurus Demon, or part of Taurus Demon. Now, let's start Capra. Let me bring up Capra. Capra Demon has a thing on... And there's not many references to Capra Demon. There's just concept art. Oh, that's a good view. People really like this boss, hey? I'm seeing a lot of art made for it. Oh, that's perfect. I got a model. Alright, bye-bye, Taurus. Capra. Generally what it did was make more ganks, more enemies aggro with each other. As in, if one gets mad at you, it'll wake up and try to attack you too. Did it make it worse or better? I'm still gonna play it. And you guys are invested now, so you have to... You have to join. You're invested in this Souls journey, so you have to be here. What's really easy about this? Sure the eyes are here and here. Generally fighting 2x the amount of intended enemies in a space made for half the enemies. Oh shit, okay. That doesn't sound very fun. I've heard it's also the longest Dark Souls game. Like, it takes the longest to complete. That's why I'm like contemplating doing a different Souls game first because I'm about to have a crazy month full of conventions. So you'll still see me, I'll still be around. It'll just be less on weekends, more on like Wednesdays and Thursdays. Weird stuff going on up on this bit. I know he's ripped. This part is just anatomy. You know what's funny is normally I don't show this bit because it's, to be honest, it's boring to show this part. Like, everyone wants to see it, but then when you're watching it, you're like, what the hell is going on? It's also the ugliest part. So only people that really like art like seeing this bit. Gonna do this. Those hands. I feel like that works. Yeah, that should work. I know he's got massive, like, cleavers. There we go. And then, check this cheat out. Did one side. Whoop. Edit. Flip horizontal. There we go. Capra Demon. And it's perfectly symmetrical too. And I've got to find which part was opened, which is all of this. I think it's the same with 3, not to be completely unfair with Dark Souls 2. This is gonna look sick. I feel it has great builds and PvP. Dark Souls 2? I don't know why they keep insisting on Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls to be like a PvP game. Like, I understand the game plan stuff, and I like the idea of invasions. I don't know, PvP just feels off in those games. Capra Demon is looking sweet. But that might be something I do tonight because I'm hurting. I need to get some food. How long's it been? Like 2.5 hour stream? Almost. Yeah, I think we might have to call it. Oh, you know what? What I'll do is while we're here. No, I got to do them one at a time. Them's the rules. I'll do them one. I was about to do the drawing for the gargoyles, but the rule is I can't work on multiple at the same time. Because if that was the case, I'd have done the line art for everything. So we'll end it here. Capra Demon shouldn't even be here. I got to do the gargoyles first. So whatever. We're just doing the Capra Demon. Because I can't just do the gargoyles. That's the... Nope, that's Gaping Dragon. Where are the gargoyles at? There they are. Yeah, I can't just do the gargoyles. It's already looking sick. I'm very happy with this. Let me have a look at your other... Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well done, Daiku. Those are sick. Thank you, thank you. All right, that's the build right now. And then I'll have Gaping here like this, right in the center. And then I haven't done anything for Quelaag. The Quelaag will be above that, like here. And then it's already taking up so much space. Maybe I'll make Gaping smaller. Maybe if I make Gaping like this big. I'll probably even make like the gargoyles smaller. Nah, they're good. They're good like that. Yeah, they're fine. Oh, a lot of planning, a lot of building up. That's gonna look sick though. Once that part is done. And then Quelaag here. Let's lift her up a bit more. Quelaag here. I like Ornstein being here. Iron Giant. Iron Giant is a tough spot to put. I think I will keep him here. Because then you got the bells leading up to a triangle, Anolondo on this side, the Giant on this side. Then you've got the garden and the DLC here. Pinwheel will I'll probably move Pinwheel behind Artorias. Where is Pinwheel? No. There we go. Alright. I think I'll put Pinwheel here next to Manus. He needs to be behind everyone. Behind Artorias. Pinwheel can go there. Manus. Manus can go here. Okay. And then Pin will probably be smaller. Yeah, Pinwheel will be like that. Nito's up there. 4 kings. Flaming Centipede can be here. I don't even... That thing is so unreadable. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll make the 4 kings bigger because that might be one of my favorite designs. But we'll put them behind. Yeah, that's the plan. The Centipede Demon is gonna be whatever in this. Same with the Bed of Chaos. Like, what am I supposed to draw here? I'll have it so that it's like creeping up on the. Like it'll be like this or something. Bed of Chaos there. And then Gwyn, I'm pretty much going to draw him like this. This is such an aura farming look. Sif will be cooler. I think I'll have him sitting on like a rock or something. And I'll put Artorias next to him, see? Man, Phoenix Bed of Chaos is going to be like, how much space do I need? I think the more challenging design is definitely going to be Quelaag. Quelaag's going to be frustrating. Ornstein and Smaug because of all the details and the armor. And Manus. I think Manus is gonna give me a hard time. Everything else should be moderate. Yeah. The Centipede will be like fucking whatever. You'll see it on the side. And I added the moth here. The butterfly, sorry. The moonlight butterfly. But yeah, right now we've done this much. Then we got to do this much. So, alright. Let's call it there, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Even after the gameplay. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Crimson Desert. So I'm going to get Capra Demon done tonight. Probably the Gargoyles. So then that's done. And then the next time we stream this drawing, I'll probably be working on either Gaping Dragon or Quelaag. So, yeah. Until next time, which is tomorrow, come join. Same time, 2 p.m. We're going to be playing about like 2-3 hours of Crimson Desert. So, yeah. Thank you for joining the stream. I love you all. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good morning or a good night wherever you are in the world. And thank you everyone who followed, subscribed on Twitch, came in and said hello. Thank you all. Until next time. Bye.